Hey everyone, this is going to be a update for May. It's almost June, but it's the middle of May. And I'm going to start on the other side where those orchids have not been put out yet. But if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Be right back. Despite this weed patch, there are a couple of things at the moment. Probably one of the best is my rose bush. One of them is blooming, and this is a very special rose. This has been here since I started planting roses in the garden, and this is an old English rose, which is Rien de Violette. One of those, very fragrant. Can do a bit of climbing, but needs a harpoon in the spring. Very, very strong fragrance. This is something I planted here from seed, and this is Flomis. I did have another variety, but I moved it when I moved a few years back with my orchids. But I just love Flomis. I love it. There is a white variety as well and a yellow. My smoke tree, which was a gift, is now in bloom, and I really love it so much because it really does look like smoke from a distance, and the way it just sways in the wind. This geranium was a gift of a cutting from my friend Bart's garden. And moved. Beautiful, beautiful. The season has grown longer for it as the years have gone by, and it's established itself in my yard, and I'm so grateful. Such a nice color for spring. This is another old rose bush that I've had. This is a hybrid tea, and this is actually Tropicana. It starts out red, and then it turns to like a salmon deep color. It's beautiful. That's gotta be, sheesh. The 90s is when I planted this. did bring my orchid cactuses out. I think they're might epiphyllum, maybe, but not this one. This one is. All right, so let's go in here. Get this update started for the end of May 2025. So here is that encyclia that I just got. No, it's an epidendrum. I'm sorry, Epidendrum densiflorum. A bit of a waxy, soapy, herbaceous fragrance. This is a species. I believe it's native to Ecuador, Brazil, possibly. Very nice. Here is my Cattleya iricolor. The bucket list plant here. It's got a new growth coming up here, and it has previously bloomed. This is one of the most fragrantest orchids, fragrantest Cattleyas, if not orchids. And right next to it is my new Dendrobium johnsonii, which is another bucket list plant. So beautiful. It's maturing, lots of new growths around the plant. Doing so well. I'll have to go over the situation, how I repotted it. Well, because it was bare root. Okay, so we're in the greenhouse and we're going to take a look at the plants that are due yet to go out, but are still in here because of temperatures. So, this is my Gorianthe borinjana, coming out of his dormancy. This is a Phalaenopsis Riemann burr. Yay. This is my Cattleya confetti that I got as a division from the Missouri Botanical Garden this last fall, actually. It was in August, last summer. And it's putting up that new growth down there, and there's another one down there, and there may be one more. This is from their permanent collection, and it did come in sheath in a couple of these pseudobulbs. One of them may have blasted, but this one seems to be puffing up. I'm not gonna speculate. Up here is my Dendrobium bensonii. It blasted the growths that it put up last summer. Here is Pennycorota, Cattleya pennycorota, with that nice new strong growth coming up there. Over on this side, this is, I'm not sure, but it's some sort of an encyclia. And then next to here is Gorianthe black comet. Here is Bulbophyllum trichronoids. This is my Alata, Encyclia Alata. Here is Encyclia hamburgii, which I have another one over outside that's in full bloom that we'll see in a minute. This is my Maryland's Tamlin's Magic that I got from Florida Sunset Orchids. You see, this Angraecum compactum has seemingly survived what I thought would be crown rot. It has been dormant all winter, and I am going to attempt to set it outside and see if it will recuperate. Now, what's this? This looks like an Eranthes. It is Virginalis. And I don't know what or if, but I see green, and you know what I mean. It's going out. And I'm gonna give it a little bit of a drop. Just enough to water it from the bottom up. And save that remaining bit of foliage and keep your fingers crossed. And this Anglicum compactum will just kick it right there for the time being. What else do I have in here? This is my, I'm not sure, but it fell out of the pot. This is a Trichocentrum tigrina times nanum, surviving its dormancy. And this is my Trichocentrum kumquat. Those nice big growths. Down below there is Dendrobium Velvet Melody Winter Vine, I think. But it's a very dark, this is a Dendrobium phalaenopsis. So it's got its new growth starting. I'll wait till the growth starts getting some roots, or it's maybe the size of a finger in height, and then I will begin watering and fertilizing it. And hopefully it will put up something besides a kiki and maybe bloom. So I'm bringing this nanum out. Trichocentrums do appreciate a little bit of a cooler, drier winter, so that's in need of water. Now, as we come out here, this is my Phalaenopsis gigantea. It's recovering. I have all faith in that. It is below some of my angricoids. This is my Uriangus Virginia Nile, which is Eurychium Chileanum, and that's crossed with Uriangus kachkiana. And I've had this, I got this from Kelly, High Desert Orchids. Bit ago. Right here is my Epidendrum falcata, which is dry, but it will be okay. Next to this is Uriangus carnea. Looks like it's starting to put up a new leaf. And right beside this is one that I got in Italy this last year. And this is Uriangus somalensis. Over to the left here is my Uriangus punctata. And to the left of that is my Uriangus pioneer. There's my Oranthes Manrici. And back here is Uriangus kachkiana, one of them. My other kachkiana is over here. And this, my poor Uriangus distincta, is hanging in there with one leaf. That has to survive. What else is here? Some struggling or recovering bulbos. Some salvaluras. This is, I think this is Candida, no, Conata times Tigrina, Stanhopea. It's putting up a new growth. And this is Bovophyllum Mansion. an adorable clone. Just flipping. Okay, here is, I don't know. Could be a sesquisquadale. That is an antelope type. Still doing okay. Above here is another Orangus. And this is Cookie Eye. And it's hanging on the pot of my Orangus Elysiae. Here is my Coryhopia, Red Martian. Still hanging in there, and here's the Gigantea cross. Phalaenopsis Gigantea crossed with Equestris. All right, let's move on. And here's my very dead, I think, Innoglobal Munificum. But I have to find another one of those. Choice. When I say choice, I mean choice. Okay, over in this direction, still in the cage, is my Angraecum Joyce Stewart, which is a Peter Lynn hybrid, diamond orchids. And it's got 4 spikes coming on. Very floriferous. And it is in bud. You can see the spur down below. Next to it is my Maxillaria tenuifolia, the Yamada clone. That is fragrant. Yeah, it's still fragrant. Down below here is David Sander times Cherry Sweets times Aplendiae. That needs to be repotted for sure. This is Miss Mahler, Fred Tompkins times Cattleya Chocolate Drop. And then down there is Cattleya Panache Amphora. Okay, as you come out, here hanging over here in the shade, which could take more sun, is an Orangus Modesta times Elro. Got that at Cruel Smith. And to the left of it is very beautiful and still in full fragrant glory, an Anthlea Golden Sunburst, Redlands. Amazing, amazing, amazing. If you like these videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. I'd like you for it. Next to that is this Encyclia. This is Encyclia diurna times Fucata. That's what it is. It's not focusing on it. Diurna times Fucata. A little bit of a slight fragrance. And then to the left of here is Refleet Profuse. And these are in the shade. Let me see if I can, because we've had cool temperatures and rain. But that's Refleet Profuse. And to the left of this is my Cyclia Hamburii. And it has a couple specks going on it. So one up there. And again, to the left here is Encyclia odoratissima, or patens. And this really suffered from the cold, and I had to bring it inside. The foliage is yellowing, but flowers are still very, very fragrant. And again, sorry for the light. And here is my Bulbophyllum veterinarianum. And here is another Encyclia that has got buds on it. And this is Osmantha. And there's buds. Here's another inflorescence or two. There's that. And this is Encyclia something. Can't read it. Let's see, this is my Collagenase speciosa. It's got some new growths coming. I'm very glad about that. This is one of the Encyclias I got from Brethren last year at Red Ones. This might be Nina, no, this is Bokutii. What else is happening? Here's all my Brassavolas, for the most part, not all of them. Some of them are, most of them are slow to wake up. Over here is Bulbophyllum medusa. This is Bulbophyllum Wade Hollebeck, which is not looking so good. I don't think it liked all that raininess. And here is a very amazing Encyclia Orchid Jungle Time Stampensis. It has two big, thick spikes that are just going up. And I probably should move this out, but it's the cold temperatures are really making me leery. And this just finished blooming down here. This was my Cordigera rosea. Here are these are those Lacartia, no, Galliandras. Well, the other one is over here with the new growth coming up. Did have another one, not sure where it went to. Next to that, this is Epidendrum ornatum, which is a species, more intermediate, but a reed stem species. This is my Angraecum viguiere, bucketless plant, amazing flowers. I had one big, huge one that was mounted. And in this is my, it's not that. This is my Angraecum xerophyllum, which is a subspecies of Eburnum. More small, compact. And this is, I believe this is Aranthes ramosa. And this is a path. And it may well be Henryanum. Yes, path Henryanum. It's a species. Cute. And here's my Phalaenopsis pulchra. All right. Above here is one that I mounted on this piece of ceramic, which is Small World times BLC Richard Mueller, and it's got that bud. You know, I just got that from H&R. Over on this side, here's two Angraecums. This is my Angraecum scottianum. And this is my Angraecum florenculum. What else? This is Jungle Elf times Schilleriana. Over here is my Chrysavala fragrance. And I had said that it was in Spike. And let's see if I can find it today. Well, you know what? This is what I had thought would be a spike, but I don't see it. But nonetheless, nice plant. Behind there is my Bepi Phoenix Kona on that piece of cork. Here's another Encyclia Elata. I'm just gonna go backwards. This Encyclia cross that I got from Florida Sunset. And then here is Santa Barbara Orchid Estate. Here is some Trichocentrums by Splendidum. That's Stacy High. And this is Cunine. This is a cross, Jonesyanum times Josephine. And then this Trichocentrum is Sprucei. Sorry if this is a repeat, but I'm going backwards. This is a species, this is my Perennii, Chrysavala Perennii, and this is a Collis species. And this again has got another little inflorescence coming up back there. Anything that I missed? Acacia. This is Trichoglottis Lauderiana. That's my Silogeny Pandurata, the black orchid. Here is another Gastrochylis Catenatus. Did I get all my Trichocentrums? Let's see. That is my Flagellaris, and this is that. This is Incubans. Talus Grebe. This is BC Tidepole Treasure, which was, I said, from Santa Barbara. There's one of my only Pleurothalids back here. Let's look at it. It's Muscifera. And blooms on the back of the leaves. Very cutesy. Pleurothallus muscifera. I'll put a picture up. It's grown for me several times. It's easy. Down there's my Bulbophyllum Carnulabium. And that's my Phalaenopsis valentii, hopefully. I believe this is Veichi, or it could be Sesquisquadala. Here are some encyclias down here. This is Diurna, and this is Folii. This is Lymphoid White Beauty. And here is Kuchara George E. Nice growth here, and then it's putting up another one there. Here's Jungle Elf times Epi Kyoguchi. It's got that growth. Here's a Roy Tokunaga. And there's Bobafile and Maryland Ledoux down there. There's my Tridactyl Bacadata. And here in front here is Encyclia xerophytica. I'm not sure what this is. This is some sort of an engraving. I guess I should know, right? Here is 2 more Angelicoids, or 3 more. This is Arangus tabagonii, which is spiculata times Elro. It's got a spike or an inflorescence there. And here is that brand new Arangus luteolba that I got from H&R. Nice roots. It's liking it. No, just leave it where that is. No, leave it over here. See, I'm just gonna leave it where it was. This is, I forgot, but I'll figure it out. It's an Arangus. Here is Aranthes caudata. And so on and so forth. Here is one of my Cattleya Forbesii. Yeah, this is that crazy arachno from this side. Look how massive it is. Love it. So yeah, folks, I think that's it. I think I covered everything. Inside out and all around. Lovely encyclias. Over here in the corner. Thanks for watching, folks. And as always, enjoy your orchids. I wish you could smell this. Bye. Okay, and up above here is an Encyclia odums, orchids. And here is my Encyclia Morellii, no, my Crotus. Putting up 2 new growths, nice. Down below here is my Dendrobium falciparum, a species. Past Zologeny pandurata is my Epidendrum parkinsonianum. Which looks like it's beginning to put out some new growths. Coming into the new growth season. There's one. This is bloom sized, although it has pooped out on me for the last 2 years. But it'll recover. And here is my very difficult that I did get to bloom. Boothly Venice. And I think it got a couple growths coming up on it as well. Oh, before I sign up, this is previously blown for me. This is Dendrobium delcruia. it's Dendrobium delcurrii, and it grows this way. And you can see there's two growths coming up. Very good. This bloomed really well for me last year, and I'm looking forward to it again. Really nice. It sits up here, getting as light as it can. This is also Dan speciosum, which is otherwise known as the rock orchid from Australia, known to grow in extreme conditions. This has just sort of been lodged in here. This is a division from the Missouri Botanical Garden from last year's auction that I won. Anyway, looks like that really needs some water. And it might be suffering a bit from cold, although it should be able to handle it. This is Epidendrum ciliare. It's got a growth coming up over there. Anyway, that's it, folks. What's this? There's another Encyclia that's Nina Chin. Orchid Jungle times something. But yeah, folks, as I've already said, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. And as always, be good to each other.